It sits in a library at Yale, locked under glass, a book no one can read, written in a script that doesn't match any known language. Curved letters dance like vines, looping and flowing across the page. Strange plants, women bathing in pools of green liquid, charts of stars no one can quite identify. Scholars call it the Voynich Manuscript. But what if it isn't nonsense? What if the Voynich Manuscript is a survivor's manual? Think of the timing. Carbon dating places it around the 15th century. But the knowledge inside feels older. Herbal drawings of plants that don't exist. Recipes for elixirs we can't brew. Star charts that don't match our constellations. It is as if the writer was in T, recording the world around them, but preserving a memory of a world already gone. A manual written for someone in the future, someone who'd need it to survive. From a native perspective, memory isn't just stories told by the fire. It's encoded in songs, symbols, carvings. Knowledge must survive disaster. Our people pass down star maps in petroglyphs, migration routes in chants. The Voynich could be the same attempt to pack survival wisdom into code so that when the next flood, famine, or war came, the knowledge wouldn't vanish. Why code it, though? Why not write it plain? Maybe because plain words can be burned, mistranslated, or suppressed. A coded book resists. It forces the reader to work, to prove themselves ready. Like a medicine bundle, its power doesn't open to the careless. It waits for the one who has the right eyes. Look at the drawings. Plants with roots like veins, leaves curling like lungs. Maybe they aren't plants at all, but diagrams, formulas disguised as flora. The women in green pools. Perhaps instructions for healing, for restoring health after exposure to poisons or famine. The star charts, not horoscopes, but coordinate-safe places, cycles of catastrophe, windows when survival is possible. Some researchers claim the text as patterns like real language, repeating words, grammar-like structures. That's not gibberish. That's intention. The author knew exactly what they were doing, encoding knowledge in a tongue only certain survivors could unlock. Here's a darker thought. What if the manual isn't for us, but for them, for the survivors of a civilization that fell before ours? Imagine Atlantis collapsing, or a comet strike ending an age. A remnant escapes, carrying knowledge. They write it down in symbols no one else can misuse. Centuries pass. The world changes, but the book survives. A message in a bottle across time. And what if it isn't just survival of body, but survival of spirit? The strange baths, the cycles of stars, the herbal codes, they might not be recipes for medicine, but for transformation. A manual not just to live, but to endure catastrophe is something new, to carry humanity through cycles of destruction. Picture this. A future where the earth shudders, seas rise, and the sky darkens. A handful of people find the void. They pore over its pages, learning how to filter water with herbs, how to heal sickness with roots, how to read the stars for the next safe land. The book isn't strange anymore, it's prophecy fulfilled. The survivors follow its guidance, and humanity continues. If the Voynich Manuscript is a survivor's manual, then we've been ignoring one of the most important warnings in history. It's not a puzzle for academics. It's a gift for the desperate, and one day, when the cycle turns again, it might be the only thing standing between us and silence.